Okay. So I wanted to thank you guys for all being here and welcome you to our live webinar. If you're here, chances are that somebody saw something in you that they thought would make an awesome coach. So we're really excited to have you here. Or maybe you have seen somebody that you know posting or talking about what it is that they do, and you were just really interested in what it is, and maybe you reached out to them. But whatever your reason for being here, we're super excited to have you. So I wanted to first, if you're here, and I would like for you to, in the little chat box, there's a chat box at the bottom of your screen. If you could type in the chat box where you're from and who invited you to this webinar, just so that we can see who's here, and just in case I miss your face, we can actually see who made it on and know who to send the links out to and whatnot. But yeah, we're super excited, and I just wanted to also let you know that we do these kind of webinars because we know that you probably have a ton of hesitations, and we know that you probably have a ton of questions, because when we were all getting started, we had a lot of the same questions and hesitations. So that is a large part of why we do this. But also, I don't want you to feel like I'm convincing you that you must be a coach, you need to be a coach, because that's not what we're here to do. Like, I'm not in the business of convincing, and neither is anyone on our team. What we're here for and what our intentions are is for you to discover the greatest version of you. And if coaching is that vessel that's going to help you do that, then that's amazing, and we're super excited to have you on our team. And I'm not sure what the heck just happened in the screen, but I did not do that. But yeah, so some of the things we're going to cover today are what is a coach, what is required to become a coach, because I'm sure you're probably thinking you might need to have certain qualifications, how we get paid, how you build a team, and then there are some hesitations like, oh, is this one of those pyramid schemes? I'm not going to avoid that one. We'll go over that. About being a salesperson, how you might not have time or feel like you don't have time, how you might not have a large network, and that you're not at your goal weight at the moment. So I should probably introduce myself, which I always forget to do. My name is Carolyn Marrone. I'm a 3-star Diamond Premier Coach. I've been a coach for almost 20 months, not completely 2 years at the time yet, but since then, since I started, I've been able to go from, which you'll see, making no money as a coach, to being able to drop out of grad school, quit my full-time teaching job, and our team is currently ranked number 102 out of like 400,000 plus teams in the company. So just know that if you're signing up with our team, we're really serious about what it is that we do. We're constantly pushing ourselves. We're always really motivated and helping each other. So you're not going to be on a team that is stagnant. We're always moving up, and we're always moving towards being better than we were yesterday. So a little bit about me, if you don't know who I am, I'm 24 years old, or 24 years young. I'm a 3rd-degree black belt in Taekwondo. I'm a Size Live instructor, which basically just means that I can teach size classes. I'm recently engaged to my best friend, James, and as you can see the photo there, he proposed to me on actually a free trip that we earned from Beachbody. It was a cruise, and we went to the Bahamas and Jamaica, and popped the question there, and I was completely blindsided. The video is on Facebook, though, so you can check that out if you want to. I'm also an elementary and education major. That's what I went to school for, and English as well. I have an ESL endorsement, and then I was going back to school for special education, but I ended up not completing that and dropping out 3 classes in because I realized what I had right in front of me with this and decided to pursue this instead. So now I'm a full-time health and fitness coach. I used to have a very poor body image in the past. I was a yo-yo dieter. I tried every fad diet out there. I did the stupid like raspberry ketone things, and I did laxatives and a lot of things that I probably shouldn't have done that only hurt me more than helped me. And I always used to define my self-worth by the number that I saw on the scale. And as you can see, I've had a huge transformation. I mean, I lost about 20 pounds. It doesn't sound like a lot, but it's more about how much I've changed as a person and not just how much weight I have lost. Like I completely have my whole everything has changed. My outlook on life, my positivity level, my confidence, and that's all because of this incredible opportunity that you guys are here to learn about. And I do want to mention that I currently do earn more now doing this from home than I did with my full-time teaching job, where I had a college degree and I had to drive 2 hours a day to get to work. And I was just so super stressed out and hated everything about what I was doing. So I'm not saying that this is only for people who want to leave their job and only do this, but just know that if it's something that you would eventually like to only do full time, and maybe you want to be a stay-at-home mom and be home with your kids down the road, you never know. Like this was my plan B and now it's my plan A. So don't look at it as something that's kind of like this little cheesy thing that is maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. It'll work if you really want it to work. So that's enough about me. So let's talk about our team. So our team is called Team Sweat Your Heart Out, aka SYHO, because quite honestly, Team Sweat Your Heart Out is too long to type on a lot of things. So we just go by SYHO. We were established in 2014, and in July, that was when I signed up, and that's when our team was born. It was founded by me. We have about 300 coaches right now on our team, and that's just on our Sweat Your Heart Out branch of our team. We're also part of a larger team with over like 1,000 plus coaches on it as well. We are number 102 out of over 400,000 teams, which I had mentioned earlier. And we are a 2015 premier team, which means that we are ranked in the top percentage of our company. So our motto, this is just something that kind of came about, peace, love, and sweat. It's just cute, and I like to say it, so it's our motto. But our team's mission is really, I'll just read it to you. So Team Sweat Your Heart Out is a business that coaches clients through fitness programs and meal plans online while providing them with the support and accountability they need to reach their goals. In addition, we work to empower entrepreneurs who are looking to build a six-figure business by helping other people get healthy. We're here to share our stories, inspire others to make positive changes in their lives, promote self-confidence, and add value to the lives of others by sweating our hearts out each and every day. So that's pretty much in a nutshell what we do as coaches and what our team is all about. But I really wanted to just kind of put that out there so you know that what it is that we're doing and who we are as a team, and pretty much a family where we consider ourselves a family, not just a team of people working together. So pretty much in life, when you graduate from high school and you're going into your adult life, there are about 3 different ways that you can go. Now, I'm sure there are more, but just breaking it down to these 3 for now. So you can go to college, and the average tuition for college is about $31,231. And a lot of us know that that's pretty low. I'm sure some of us have gone to schools where it was a heck of a lot more than that, but that's just the national average for a 4-year degree. And you're not guaranteed to have a job after you go to college. It's just like, all right, you got a degree, hopefully you can get a job. And some people aren't so lucky and they don't get the job that they went to school for. Or you can do working an hourly job, 9 to 5, and the average salary in the U.S. is $51,939 for that, which isn't so bad. That's not really bad at all. And the average vacation day is about 10 vacation days per year for like a 9 to 5 job. And the other route that you could go is franchise. Now, or franchise is basically like a brick and mortar kind of business where you are like a Subway or Dunkin' Donuts or something like that, and you are running your own business, but you're given a business to run. So the average cost of that can range anywhere from $10,000 to $200,000 depending on what kind of business it is, and that doesn't include the location and the cost of the building. So the typical annual profit for that type of business is about $66,000. Now that seems pretty good, right? They're doing pretty well. But let me show you something else that could be a little bit better. So what if you could own a franchise for $40? And that would be coaching. So pretty much with a franchise, your risk in investing in a franchise, your investment is like $10,000 to $200,000. And some franchisees even have to mortgage their house and their home to even get started with their business. Whereas coaching, your risk is like $40 or $39.95 if you want to be exact, and $15.95 a month thereafter. So that compared to a couple like $10,000 to $200,000 and $40 over here doesn't seem so bad. Also, your $40 fee is waived if you purchase a challenge pack, which is a program, and your Shakeology, which will give you all of the tools that you need to get started and be a product of the product. And if you are a military or a veteran or you're a military spouse, then you are free. So you don't have to pay the monthly fee to be a coach. You would just order your shakes and pay for that, but you won't have to pay a monthly fee if you are in that category. So the difference is with a franchise, they have skin in the game. Like they see themselves as an owner of a business. They realize they've invested a hell of a lot of money into something, and they work harder than anything to have success with it. Because if you invest $10,000 to $200,000 into something, you're going to work your ass off and you're going to do really well. Whereas with coaching, a lot of times people tend to fall off because it's only a $40 investment at the least. And because of that low startup, people tend to treat it as a hobby, and it'll pay like a hobby if you treat it as a hobby. But if they really want to become the best coach that they can be, and if they are doing as much as they possibly can, it's because they're treating it like a business. They're treating it like they invested $10,000 to $200,000 into it. And that's when the potential is at its highest. Now, the benefits of a franchise, you're buying into an established, successful brand like Starbucks or Subway or Dunkin', Panera, whatever you like. And the benefits of coaching, it's the same. You're also buying into an established, successful brand. P90X, Insanity, Shakeology, 21 Day Fix. These are things that people know about. It's not like you're trying to sell something that nobody's ever heard of before. It's things that are in conversation. People know Tony Horton. They know P90X. They know Shaun T. So you really don't have to do much with like trying to promote stuff because people already know who these people are and what you're talking about. With a franchise, the company takes care of like your mainstream marketing. They take the risk as well. If a product were to fail, they invest a lot of money into their products, and if something fails, they take the risks. So if Subway makes a sandwich and it's absolutely disgusting and they think it's going to be the best one and nobody buys it, then they're taking the risk in investing all of that time and money, not the franchisee. But it's the same thing with coaching. Beachbody spends $150 million plus on mainstream marketing, infomercials, branding, all of that stuff to help you. And they're continually making new programs. So we have a new program coming out in July called Country Heat. And that's a country music, line dancing kind of fitness program. And it looks so much fun. But let's just say it doesn't work or people don't like it. If my target market doesn't like Country Heat, I'm not going to take a loss for that because I have so many other programs that I can offer for them. But if the entire world absolutely doesn't like it, Beachbody is the one who invested all the money into making it, not me. So I'm not taking a loss for it at all. And then there are some guidelines too when you have a franchise. So if you own a franchise, you have to market using their guidelines. You can't just create your own sandwich or your own Starbucks drink and sell it and do your own promotions. You have to do what the company gives you. But with coaching, you have the ability to create and brand yourself and brand specifically to your niche market. So that doesn't just have to be health and fitness. Like if I only talked about health and fitness, I would be a liar because that's not the only thing that is important to me. I like a lot of other things too. I like to travel. I like being active. I like animals. I drink wine. I eat peanut butter. I like French bulldogs. Like I post about a lot of other things too. So being a coach, it allows you to do that and not have to say, you must post about Shakeology 5 times a day. You must post about your workout 2 times a day. Like that's not realistic, and that's just stupid. So you don't have to do that. As a franchise as well, your success is based off of your own effort and the people you hire to work for you. But as a coach, your success is linked not only to you, but the success of your team, who are also franchisees pursuing their own dreams as equals. So every single person on your team is also pursuing the same goal as you are. So you're all in it together. Everyone helps each other out. It's not like I hire you and you work for me. It's not like that. You are working towards your dreams. I'm working towards mine, and we're all working together to make it happen for our entire team. So what do we do as a Beachbody coach? We keep it super simple. And we like to use the acronym KISS. I like to use a lot of acronyms. Just being a teacher, that's just something that I do. So you'll get used to that. But we keep it super simple. It really goes back to starting with yourself, getting yourself healthy. And as you're doing that, as you're drinking your shakes, as you're working out and posting photos like you see on the bottom, these are some people on our team who are sharing their journey on Facebook. Other people are going to see that. And then you can invite other people to get healthy and fit with you. And that's how you start to build a team. That's how you start to build credibility for yourself. And then by sharing your story and growing as a person through personal development and all of that and stuff that our team does, you'll inspire other people to join you. And then you will have a team that you are helping to coach, and you're helping them build a team. So how does it work? Like, how do you even get to the point of inviting somebody to be a part of your team? So like I said, you start with you. You always start with you and getting yourself healthy. And by doing that, you inspire other people, who then inspire a few other people, who then inspire a few other people, and a few other. You see the pattern forming. You're basically paying it forward. Now, I know you're like looking at this diagram and you're thinking, it kind of looks like a pyramid, or actually, I think it kind of looks more like a spider or whatever, but let me get into that. So is it one of those pyramid schemes? I'm not afraid to talk about this because I'm 100% confident that it is absolutely not. And I can say that because I'm sitting here talking to you guys about it. And I've been a part of this for almost 2 years now. And if it were, we would all be in trouble because those are illegal. And I wouldn't be telling you like, oh yeah, we're not, if we were. So that's just silly. And we also have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. So if you wanted to look that up for a little, you wanted to back up what I'm saying, you could go check that out too. But there's a difference between multi-level marketing, which is what Beachbody is, or we like to say people helping people. So a multi-level helping company compared to a corporate structure. So and with corporate, you see the CEO at the top. He's like winking, having a good old time. And then you have the managers who look kind of not as happy as the CEO. And then the supervisors don't look too happy. And the employees look like they're having the worst day of their life. And that's because they're not making as much money as the CEO. And they're doing 10 times more work than the CEO on top. But with Beachbody, the amount of money that you make is directly a reflection of the amount of lives that you're able to change and the amount of people that you help. So if I were to sign up 500 people on our team and do absolutely nothing to help them have success, there would be no reason for me to be a coach because I'm not going to have success if my team is not successful. So that is exactly why this is not a pyramid scheme, because if it were, I could just sign up everybody and not do anything and still make money. But if our team is not having success, if they're not helping change lives, then I'm not earning any money either. So as a coach, your job is to not only grow your own business, but to help your teammates grow their own businesses. And that will create a steady income for you as you continue to progress through this. So you might not be all too familiar with nutrition, and that's totally okay because you don't have to be. When you are a coach, when I was getting started, I knew absolutely nothing about nutrition. I used to eat like the cheapest foods I could buy at the store. I was in college, so I would eat like cheese and crackers for lunch and like little slices of pepperoni and like peanut butter and whatever I could find. And I knew nothing about nutrition, but I was still a coach. And the reason I was able to be a coach, even though I knew jack squat about what I should be eating, is because I was learning. I was learning as I was being a coach. I was on a journey and I was learning every day. And I was still able to help people, even though I didn't know anything, because people weren't asking me like, oh, well, if how many macros or micros, like honestly, I still don't even understand macros and all that crap. So like, don't ask me. But they're asking me like, oh, well, you're in college and how are you able to find the time to work out? And how are you able to find the time to meal prep? And what are some things that you find easily in the dining hall? Or do you know a healthier way to make pancakes or whatever? Like stuff like that. They're not going to ask you like specific questions about scientific nutrition things. And that's okay, because we have nutritionists who work for Beachbody and they're like from Harvard and they're super smart and they know what they're talking about. So all of our nutrition, meal plans, all of that stuff comes from people who know what they're doing. So all you need to do is be that vessel and share it with other people. Even with the 21-day fix, now it comes with these containers, so you really don't even have to guess about portions anymore, like, oh, the size of your palm, or, oh, the size of your thumb. Like, you don't even have to do that anymore, because you have containers that you can just say, oh, yeah, one red container, or oh, one purple container, and you'll know what I'm talking about once you see them, so don't get confused about that, but you really don't need to know as much as you think you need to know. And then with fitness, you don't have to know how to make, like, how many reps, how many sets should I be doing, how many push-ups should I be doing. Like, that's what the programs are for. The programs are your way to help people in the fitness category. So you're pretty much giving them a kick-ass personal trainer to work with them one-on-one at home, that all they have to do is wake up every morning and push play. But a lot of times you'll find people who they do know about nutrition and they eat really well and they do know that they should be working out, and that's not something that they need help with, but they're still not getting results. And it's because their program's just sitting there on their shelf collecting dust. And that's where you come in. So you are the peer support. And what your job is to help them get that program done. You're there to motivate them. You're there to kick them in the butt when they're not doing it. And not literally, but you're going to message them like, hey, I don't see you posting in our group. Are you still drinking your shake? Like, what's going on? Can I help you? Are you having trouble with meal prep? Like, you are a success partner for your customers. And what you will find is by doing that, you are going to be able to help them complete a program maybe for the very first time in their entire life and get results for the first time in their life. And that is one of the most incredible feelings, when you help somebody who was always falling off the wagon, like myself, finally get results and just for once in their life feel like they've accomplished something. That is like one of the greatest payoffs that you will experience as a coach. So you are the peer support that makes this success equation become a reality. So do you have to sell stuff? Everyone always asks me this. Do I need to sell things? I don't want to be a salesperson, yada, yada, yada. Well, we don't sell stuff. Like, you don't have to sell stuff. We just provide solutions to help people achieve their goals. So the things that we have, the programs we have, the nutrition supplements that we have, these are things that people already need. These are things that people already want, and you are here to provide that for them. Now, there's a difference between selling and offering a solution to a problem. So let me give you an example. We don't post like, oh, hey, Shakeology is on sale. You should buy it. That would be selling. But if I'm talking to somebody and they're telling me that they have stomach issues, they have, like I used to have chronic stomach issues, or maybe they want to lose 10 pounds and they don't have time to go to the gym, I might offer them like, hey, I don't know if this is for you or not, but I did this program and I got amazing results. I'm drinking this shake. I'm feeling amazing. Does it sound like something you might be interested in? If so, I would love to share some information with you, only because I know how much it has helped me. So you can kind of see the difference there, whereas one, you're like, hey, buy this, and another, you're like, hey, I know I have a solution for the problem that you're telling me that you have. So basically all you do is you share your journey, you be a product of the product. So by posting about your transformations, all of these photos up here are coaches on our team and their transformations that they've had with the programs, with getting a healthier lifestyle. And by sharing that, they're better able to talk to people about their goals because people see they're on a journey too. So you're on a journey together. It's not like you're like a teacher and a student. Like you're all together and you're all working together towards the same goal. So I know this is like the big elephant in the room, right? Like, so how do you make money? And like, what does it look like? How much money are you actually making? So I don't like to talk about money, but I know it's something that money makes the world go round. We all need it. So I'm just going to put this out there for you guys to see actual paychecks from what I was making when I started this. So my first paycheck as a coach, I made $0 and it's a bunch of zeros. And that's just because I didn't sell anything. I didn't build a team. I wasn't doing anything. So I wasn't making anything, which goes to show you actually have to do stuff if you want to make money. So as we go from Emerald to Diamond and beyond, I want you to take a look at the retail commission, which is the top line, if it's too small for you to read. And then the team bonus, which is the third line down, and then matching bonus, which is right underneath of team bonus. And you'll see changes in these as we go from each level. So as an Emerald coach, if you look at my retail, I have $100 in retail, which is probably about 2 things that I sold. And then my team bonus is $14. I also have a fast start bonus that's just for when you sign up a coach. So I made $164 that week as an Emerald coach. Now, the team bonus is only something that you earn once you have reached Emerald. So I really knew that I needed to hit Emerald if I really wanted to start making those team cycle bonuses. But in the beginning, most of your paycheck is going to come from retail. Now, if you look at Diamond took me 8 months to get to Diamond. And as our team has grown, I've seen our teammates hitting Diamond a lot faster than I have. So my retail commission as a Diamond coach was $227.45. And then my team bonus was $72. So as you can see, as my team grew from when I went to Emerald to Diamond, my team bonus grew from 14 to 72. And then I also have a matching bonus, which has to do with your team as well. So that week as a Diamond, I made $300.85 in 1 week. And you do get paid weekly as a coach. Now, as you'll see on the next slide, once you hit 2-star Diamond, you're able to open 2 business centers. So you can get paid in 2 different accounts. So that's why you'll see like a couple more paychecks on the next slide. So now I currently get paid twice. Like every week I get paid in my first business center and I get paid in my second business center. So 1 year into the business, I was making, well, this is one paycheck. I made $477.76 in 1 week. And if you look at the categories now, my retail was $232, but my team bonus was $162. So it's almost just as much as my commission was, because my team is growing and my team's having success. So once that happens, that is where you start to see more money coming from other things and not just commissions. Now, if you go 18 months into the business, this is when I had 2 business centers. This is when I was a 2-star Diamond. The bottom one is my first business center. So as you can see, my team bonus is $234. Now that has nothing to do with anything that I've sold, anything that I have done personally. That is just from the success of our team. So by me helping my teammates have success and them teaching their team how to do the same thing, everyone having success, that is where your bonuses are going to come from. So that's where that 234 came from. And then above that, I also made an additional 279 in my other business center with my commissions and my team bonus in there as well. Now, the most recent one is on the far right. It says today, this is my paycheck for this month. This was one of the paychecks that I made this month. And in my first business center, I earned $672, and 396 of that came from team cycle bonus. So more than half of that paycheck came from team cycle bonus, showing you that as you grow in this business, as you add people to your team, as your team has success, you are going to be successful. And I'm pretty sure this was the week that I was away in California. I wasn't even home, and I made like almost $1,000, and I wasn't even home in a week between my two business centers. So this is not to brag and say like, oh, look at all this money I have, because it's not that at all. I'm just showing you this because a lot of times people come into this and they're like, okay, well, I've been a coach for like a month and I'm not seeing all this money. Well, no, because it's not just going to appear. You need to grow a team and they need to be successful. And then as you do that and you be here in 1 year, as we like to say, that's when you're really going to see the payoff. But if you're here, like this whole time that I've been doing this, I'm really not doing this for the money. I was a teacher. That's what I went to school for. And then I found that I was more passionate about this. This was something that I enjoyed more. I liked helping other people. And if you look at the 1 year where I was making $477 in 1 week, that's more than I was making teaching. So that's when I was like, okay, well, why am I going to continue to do something that I do not like anymore, that I'm not passionate about, when I could be doing tenfold, putting all of my heart and soul into something that I'm passionate about? So that is why I had left teaching. But it's really not just about how much money you can make. If you're in it for the right reasons, the money is going to come to you. But if you're here and you just want to make a quick buck, then you could just sign off of this webinar now, because that's not what our team is about. So worst case scenario, let's say you sign up and you can't find anybody to join you, which is super unlikely. But let's just say, what if you invested $40 in yourself? You faced your fears, you grew as a person, and you got a little more confident maybe. Or maybe you focused on yourself and you got a little bit healthier, and maybe you lost some weight and you feel better about yourself. And you connected to new, passionate, inspiring, and motivated friends, which would be our team. So really, the worst case scenario doesn't seem too bad if you ask me. I mean, you're getting healthy, you're meeting people, you're doing really cool things you've never done before. So to me, it's kind of like not a big deal if it doesn't work, but I'm not saying that it's not going to. It's super highly unlikely that it's not going to, because if you do all of those things and you put the work in, it's going to pay off, like I just showed you before. So there are 3 different types of coaches that you could potentially be. The first one is a discount coach, and that is actually how I got started. Discount coaches are people who drink Shakeology on a regular basis. They have 0 sales. They're not into selling anything. That's not why they're here. They just want to save $16 a month on Shakeology, and that's good with them. And that is exactly why I signed up to be a coach, to be honest with you. Now, there's a middle coach where you're a hobby coach. You have a full-time job, but you love the products, you love the programs, you love health and fitness, and you love sharing that with other people. And hell, who doesn't love extra money, right? And then you have your business builder. So those are the people who are like, let's freaking do this. They may have a full-time job, or they may be working this full-time. They might have intentions of working this full-time in the future. They might not. But whatever it is, they're here to be successful, and they're here to be a girl boss or a man boss if we have any dudes on here. But they're here to really make it work. And you could be one of those 3, or you could be anywhere in between. So you could be a hobby coach and then realize that maybe you do want to stay home with your kids when you have kids one day, and you really want to work hard so that you can do that. So different stages of your life, you might float in and out between hobby or business builder, or I went from discount coach to business builder. So once you decide what you are, don't ever feel like you're stuck in one category. You can always move and flow between. So some things that our team will provide to you once you are a part of our team We do weekly team calls. Every week we get on a call just like this, and we talk about different topics and different things that we can do to either help build our businesses, or sometimes we'll talk about Facebook, or maybe we'll talk about Instagram and how to grow your Instagram account, and different things that are going to help you build your business and help other people. You will also get one-on-one training with your coach. So if I'm your coach, we'll do calls like this one-on-one as well. And we'll go over some things to focus on in your first week. And then we'll meet again if you choose to schedule another call. And we'll continue to do that for your first month. And if I'm not your coach will do that for you as well. That should say Coach Basics, not Ouch Basics training course. That is a step-by-step kind of spoon feeding you little pieces of coaching, and it's a Facebook group that you go through at your own pace, kind of like an online course, and it really helps you learn the little things about coaching each and every day so that you're not expected to ingest everything and spit it all back out in one day, because that's ridiculous. And I'm still learning. We're all learning together, so don't feel like you need to know everything all at once. We also have a Google Drive filled with resources to guide you and help you become the best coach you have the potential to be. So we have some templates in there for different things. We have group trainings in there. We have scripts in there, sample posts, pretty much everything that you'll ever need. We have that for you. We have small group trainings on Facebook. So every once in a while, we'll do like a 5-day push to Emerald, or 5-day push to Diamond, or 10-day, or Dash to Diamond, like different groups like that as needed to help you guys hit your goals. We do social media training. So we do Instagram trainings. We do Facebook trainings to teach you how to use them for a business, because it's a little different than what you're probably used to using Facebook for, just like scrolling. And we also have a team page where you can communicate with your teammates, and everyone's there to help each other out. So if you have any questions or anything, you could post them in there, and everyone is super willing to help each other out in there. So what do you do now? What I would like for you to do is message the person who invited you to this call and let them know what kind of coach that you would like to be. So whether that's discount coach, hobby coach, or business builder coach. And then you're going to let them walk you through the sign-up process. If you've decided to be a hobby coach or a business builder coach, you want to make sure that you get enrolled in the Coach Basics training so that you can start learning how to build your business, and we'll get you set up for like your first call and everything like that. And then you want to get involved with a challenge group with your coach and with your teammates. So a challenge group is just a way of holding you accountable to your program and drinking your shake and being a product of the product. So that's how we keep track of our challengers, how they're doing. We check in with them every day. So you want to make sure that you're enrolled in that as well. But that is all that I had as far as like fancy slides go. But I'm going to stop the recording, and then if anyone has any questions, I'm going to ask that you unmute yourself and ask your question, or if you want to type it in the chat box, you can do that. Just anything. I'm here, open book for you guys. So whatever you have a question about.